In this video, I'm going to share with you UK work visa options for teachers. If you are looking to secure teaching jobs in the UK schools, you have various visa options depending on your situation. You may qualify for a UK work visa like the Youth Mobility Visa or the UK Ancestral Visa or the Skilled Worker Visa. Now for the Youth Mobility Visa. Now this allows teachers aged 18 to 30 or 35 depending on the country from select nations to work in the UK. It allows you to work up to 2 years. This visa is ideal for young teachers wanting short-term work experience in the UK education system. The Skilled Worker Visa for hard-to-fill teaching roles for those qualified to teach in subjects with a shortage of teachers. The Skilled Worker Visa is an excellent option to apply. Then you must have a job offer and a certificate of sponsorship from a UK school to meet the salary requirement and of course be eligible for the occupation. For full details of this video on how to apply, kindly stay tuned and watch this video to the end. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name remains Okweyemi and I'm here to share information as regards opportunity abroad, relocation abroad, sponsorship abroad, scholarships, and every opportunity you can think of abroad, all to bring your relocation dreams come true. There are also information I share that has to do with growth and development. So if these are the information you would like to hear, kindly please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Kindly please click the subscription button, turn on your notification bell so that whenever I share information, you will be part of those that will see it first. Okay, so in today's video, before I move on to today's video, I want to say thank you to every of my viewers. Thank you for coming around to watch my videos. Thank you for my regular subscribers. Thank you for always coming back. And for those that are seeing my face or that are coming to this YouTube channel for the very first time, I want to say welcome to this space. Thank you for being part of this journey today, and I want to encourage you to please click the subscription button and be part of this beautiful family. I can assure you, you will get value for your subscription. So please, let's dive in straight into today's video, and don't forget to share this video with people around you who would like to benefit from this opportunity. Stay tuned, guys. So the first visa to discuss here is the Youth Mobility Scheme Visa. Now it says if you are from Australia, you're from Canada, from New Zealand and South Korea, you can apply if you are aged 18 to 35 from Australia, Canada, New Zealand and South Korea. Please don't leave this page because there are still other opportunities. There are still other eligible countries. So it says you must be age 18 or over when you start the visa process, or 35 or under when you apply for it. You can apply for your visa before you turn 18 and you can be over 35 when it starts. That's for that. Then if you are from elsewhere in the world, that is if you are from Andorra, from Iceland, from Japan, from Monaco, from San Marino and Uruguay, you can also you must be selected through or in the Youth Mobility Scheme ballot before you can apply for your visa. So if you are from Hong Kong as well, you have to have an SA passport, and if you are from Taiwan. Okay, so it says you can also apply if you are aged 18 to 30 if you are a British overseas citizen, a British overseas territories citizen, British nationals overseas. So you must be aged 18 or over when your visa starts, or 30 or under when you apply for it. You can apply for your visa before you turn 18, and you can be over 30 when it starts. So when you cannot apply, you cannot apply if you have children under the age of 18 who live with you. children you are financially responsible for, then you can also not apply if you're already been in the UK under this scheme. So if you're from India, it's another different. So if you are eligible, you can check the Indian Young Professional Scheme visa. So what you need to have is money to support yourself. You must have at least £2,530 in your account to show that you can support yourself in the UK, and that is definitely what we call proof of fund. So you will need to have had the money available for at least 28 days in a row. Day 28 must be within 31 days of applying for this visa. So you need to show proof of this when you apply. That is for that. So documents that you will need to provide: a valid passport or other documents that shows your identity and nationality, a bank statement showing you have at least £2,530 in savings, your tuberculosis test result if you're from a country where you have to take the test. Then you need to have a blank page in your passport for your visa. So if your documents are not translated into English, then you will definitely need to provide a certified translation of any of the documents that are not in English. Let's move forward. If you are from Andorra, you must provide an Andorra certificate of criminal records. It must have been issued less than 6 months before you apply for your YMSV. If you are from Hong Kong and Taiwan, you have to, your home office confirming that you were successful in the Youth Mobility Scheme ballot. From Iceland, you must also provide the Icelandic criminal certificate for private use. Then if you are from other countries, you can see all of these, procedures here. Then of course, if you want to apply, then you can apply via this, route. I'm going to drop this link in the comment section. You can apply online. This is it. So if you have a child when you're UK, this is a different story. So this is where you apply. Now, another visa that I mentioned in today is the UK Ancestry Visa. And let's see how it works. The overview says you can apply for UK Ancestry Visa if you are one of the following. 1. If you are a Commonwealth citizen, and you will agree with me that we have over 50 countries, or how do I put it now? Over 50 countries under the Commonwealth, the Australia, Bahamas, India, Nigeria, Ghana, Gabon, Jamaica, Kenya. If you need all this information, you can always go online to be sure. If you are not sure if your country is in the Commonwealth, so you have to check. So if you're a Commonwealth citizen, you can apply for this particular one, for this ancestry visa. So you can also apply for a British overseas citizen, a British overseas territories citizen, or a British national overseas, or a citizen of Zimbabwe. So you must also put one of your grandparents. You must also prove one of your grandparents was born in the UK, the Channel Island, or the Isle of Man. They also need to meet other eligibility requirements. So how long it will take? The earliest you can apply is 3 months before you travel. You should get a decision on your visa within 3 weeks. When you apply outside the UK, you may be able to pay to get a faster decision. So the fee for this visa is £637. Then the health surcharge, so you may also have to pay the healthcare surcharge as part of your application. Then you check to know how much you are paying. How long can you stay? You can stay in the UK for 5 years on this visa. That is actually a very good one. So if you've lived in the UK for 5 years on this visa, you may be able to either apply to extend your visa for further 5 years, or apply to settle permanently in the UK. So that is the ILR. So it's your choice. So what can you do on this visa? Of course, with the ancestry visa, you can work, you can study, you can bring your partner or child. Yes, you can bring your partner or child. Your work can be paid or voluntary, can be full-time or part-time. You can be in self-employment or in a job where you're employed by someone else. But what you cannot do, you cannot switch into, you cannot change in, or you cannot change, or you cannot switch into this visa if you came to the UK on a different visa and you cannot have access to public fund. So eligibility, you must prove that you are 17 or over. You must have enough money without help from public fund to support and house yourself and any dependent. Then you can also plan to work in the UK. So your ancestry, you said you must show that you have a grandparent when one of the following circumstances. In the UK, the Channel Island or the Isle of Man before 31st March 1922. That's a long one. In what is now Ireland, on a ship or aircraft that was either registered in the UK or belonged to the UK government, you can claim ancestry if you or your grandparent were adopted, your parent or grandparent were not married. You cannot claim UK ancestry through step parent. So for that, on this particular visa, for partner and children, so your partner and children can apply to join you in the UK as dependent if you are eligible. That is, a dependent is one of the following: your partner, your child under the age of 18, your child age 18 or above who was previously on your partner's visa as a dependent. Yeah, so you need to provide evidence of your relationship when you apply. So for your partner, you must be able to provide or to prove one of the following: you are in a civil partnership or marriage that recognized in the UK. You must have been living together in a relationship for at least 2 years when you apply. You'd been in a relationship for at least 2 years when you apply, but you cannot live together. For example, because you're working and studying in different places, or it's not acceptable in your culture. If you're not living together, you need to prove that you have an ongoing commitment to each other. For example, by providing evidence that you communicate regularly with each other, and this could be through chat, WhatsApp chat, email chats, phone communication, video call, and all of that. Support each other financially, maybe financial commitment together, care for any children you have together, spend time together as a couple, maybe for holiday, outings, events, and all of that. So for your child, of course, they must live with you unless they are in full-time education at boarding school, college, or university. They must not be married or in a civil partnership, or they have any children. They also be supported by you without using the public fund. So if you're applying from outside the UK, the partner of your child must apply online. They will have to have their fingerprint and photograph taken at the visa application center as part of the application. They may be able to pay to get a faster decision. So apply from inside the UK. This is also what is applicable. So if you're applying from inside the UK or you want to switch to this visa, I said if you extend or switch your visa, your partner or child's current visa will still be valid until its original end date. Your partner or child needs to apply to extend or switch their visa either at the same time as you or at any time before their current visa expires. This includes children who have turned 18 during your stay. They cannot apply to switch if they are currently in the UK on a visiting visa, or the short-term study visa, on the parent of a child study visa, or a seasonal worker visa, or domestic in a private household visa, or immigration bill. So you said because they were given permission to stay outside the immigration rules, for example, on compassionate ground. So friends, if they are in one of those categories, they must leave the UK and apply for a UK ancestry visa from abroad. So if your child or partner is currently in the UK on a student visa, they can only switch if they have either completed a course they were sponsored to study or studied for a PhD for at least 24 months. So that's just the information about this particular visa. So you can get help with completing the online form if you do not feel confident using the computer or mobile phone. You can I'm just going to drop the link in the comment section. You can always check there, read every information that you need. You say what your partner and child cannot do. Your partner or child can work, of course, except that a sports person or coach. They can study, they can travel abroad and return to the UK. They can apply to settle permanently in the UK, that is after 5 years, and meet the other eligibility requirements. They cannot apply for most benefits, that is public fund or the state pension. So document that could be needed: a current passport of course, with a blank page, your full birth certificate, of the parent and grandparents your ancestral claim is based on, that is the evidence that you're planning to work in the UK. That is, for example, you've received job offer, or a business plan if you are self-employed. The evidence such as bank statement that you can support yourself, and then if you're dependent in the UK, it must be stated within 31 days when you submit your application, and every other thing you can imagine. Now, the third one now is the skilled worker visa. So for the skilled worker visa, you just have to get a UK job from a UK school. Then you can get a skilled worker visa from a licensed sponsor. So if you want to get licensed sponsor in the UK, is what I'm showing you right now. So if you need to get a teaching job in the UK, you can see, just go to Google, put teaching jobs in the UK with sponsorship. So you see this on my screen. You can pick the first one or the second one. Both are from the UK government. So let's go with the 4,596 sorted by the newest. This one here. So it shows of the list of jobs that we have, and you can see we have education phase, we have the nursery school, primary school, and you can see this one, a visa sponsorship says visa cannot be sponsored. That is for this particular job role. So let's just streamline this job search to the ones with visa sponsorship, and that's why I'm clicking this button here. You can see this, so you can see this here. So let's search. So we have 76 jobs currently with visa sponsorship. So if you have keywords you're looking for, you have a particular postcode or county or city in England that you are looking for, you can press it there and search. But this is a general search for people or for employers with sponsorship. So here they are looking for a teacher of maths, Lodge Park Academy, Northamptonshire. You can see on my screen it's a visa sponsorship. You can be sponsored, that is via the skilled worker visa. You can see that you can be sponsored on that route, and the full-time equivalent salary of 31,650 to 49,084 per annum. So the school type is between age 11 to 18. It's a full-time job, and the closing date for this application is 19th of November 2024. So this is still very much available. We have senior science technicians at St. Monica RC High School, a voluntary academy in Manchester, Greater Manchester. You can see the grade 5, a full-time job, and it's going to expire on the 3rd. We also have teacher of mathematics as well, 30,000 to 46,000 annually, and is a full-time job and can be sponsored. We have the safeguarding officer, is a full-time job and can be sponsored. We have principal in this location and is a full-time job and can be sponsored. You can see another principal. We also have the MFL teacher. This can also be sponsored. Teacher for art and design technology is a full-time job, and you can see it's a full-time job and can be sponsored. Speech and language teaching assistant can be sponsored. All of this can be sponsored. If you move forward, you see HR administrator can also be sponsored. Teacher of geography can be sponsored. Teacher of science, that is chemistry specialist, can be sponsored. We have the cleaning assistant. This also can be sponsored. You can see this is West Yorkshire and Leeds. We have teacher of mathematics in London, can also be sponsored. You have the teacher of music, can be sponsored. Full-time teacher of technology, Spanish class teacher, can be sponsored. Teacher of MFL, teacher of computer science, all of these can be sponsored. Teaching assistant can be sponsored. High-level teaching assistant, Lincolnshire, can be sponsored. All of these roles you see on my screen can be sponsored. So I'm gonna encourage you watching this right now to put your CV together to suit the job role you are applying for. If you are applying for a teaching job role, as I'm showing to you on this video, please, it's gonna be wrong for you to put your any other CV for this. What you're looking for is a teaching job, so make sure that you package your CV, you tailor your CV well to convince your employer that you are good for the job. If you need to make inquiries, make sure you just have the right information on your CV. Make sure you have the right qualities. Make sure you have the certifications. You can go online. You can, like I tell people, you can go on Florence Academy. You can go on Allison. You can go on Udemy and get certificates that you might not even have to pay for, or you pay some amount of money to acquire this certificate. Not everyone, you don't have to pay for the certificate anyways. So you get certificates just to add to your skill, to add to your knowledge, and to boost your CV capacity. So please put all of these things together. Don't just rush into applying for these jobs. Make sure, if a lot of people rush into this job without using the proper CV, if you take your time to prepare your CV, I can assure you that you would be enlisted. You'll be an hedge of others, because you have what is needed in your CV. So it's not about rushing to creative. So please guys, if you are applying for any of this job role, make sure you have the right CV. You can send your CV to people to rectify for you, to vet it for you. If you need me to do that for you, you can send me information. You can reach out to me in the comment section. I will definitely be there to react to reply you. So please don't miss these opportunities. So for people in Kenya and different locations, please do well to watch this video and get the right information. Please, if you are seeing this video, please share to somebody around you. You have teachers in your life, you have teachers in your family who wants to relocate abroad. You have people connected to you who are privileged, who can use any of these visa routes to relocate abroad. Please do share this video with them. Even if it is not somebody you really know, share it on your Instagram page, share it on your YouTube page, share it on your WhatsApp, share it on your church group, share it on every group you can find you know yourself to be. So let people be aware. And also please like this video so that YouTube can recommend this video for other viewers. And please do me a favor to subscribe before you leave this page. So this is the information I've brought to you guys today. Please do well to share with your people, and I'm going to see you again in another video. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for taking your time to watch, and I hope you will take your time to apply for these roles. Thank you very much, and I'm going to see you later.